my channel. This is Angela Eduse, your Transitions GPS life coach, Angie Marie, welcoming you back to my channel. And for those of you who are here for the first time, you are super welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to this channel. Well, today there's something on my mind that I just wanted to throw out there, and it has to do with what is happening toward the end of the year. So as the old year closes out, I've been thinking about it. What is it that most of us really need as the year ends? I don't know if you agree with me. You could make your comments in the comment box. I'd appreciate that. I'd also appreciate if you get some value from this, if you could click like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you will be notified each time I post a new video. All right, yes, so that's one thing that I believe that at this time, most of us, if not all or very many of us, need is that good old thing called rest. R-E-S-T. And you know what? Sometimes we forget the value and importance of rest. For example, it helps to reduce our stress, right? Whenever I get really stressed out, I know it's time to get some extra sleep. It improves our health. It restores our memory and our mental capacity. It helps us to be more agile. It unclutters our mind, helps with our creativity or productivity. And, feel free to share what else you think rest helps us with. And I would dare say that, if this year or over the last couple of years, if you have had an infant, a new baby in the home, caring for someone who is ill, caring for an elderly loved one, you name it, just preparation for Christmas and all that is involved. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, the preparation, the baking, the cooking, entertaining our loved ones, friends, guests, it takes a toll on us after a while. What about those who work in the health field, healthcare, maybe doing 12, 14, 16 hours a day, working in security or in the essential services? There comes a time when we have to realize, just how much our body needs to rest. Well, for me, I have to understand that for me to bounce and do well as the new year approaches, I need to know what I'm doing with my body, caring for it, and getting the very well needed rest. So that's the first thing I'd say. Throw out there, the biggest thing I think we need before the year ends, before the new year starts, is that good old vitamin rest. All right, so it brings me to mind to a particular day, a particular public holiday that happens. It is not celebrated in the United States of America, unfortunately, but most countries, and this is what some people do not know, yes, most countries acknowledge that particular day as a public holiday. And what day it is that I'm talking about? Well, I'm talking about Boxing Day. So maybe you do not know, or you've wondered, you've probably heard about Boxing Day because you're probably from the United States and you wonder, what is that Boxing Day all about? Boxing Day is celebrated in most of our continents, yes. In Europe, it is celebrated in some countries over there. In Africa, many countries in Africa. In North America, particularly in Canada and the Caribbean. Well, as I said, the United States does not have Boxing Day as a holiday. New Zealand, Australia, many places and countries, more people have Boxing Day. More countries have Boxing Day as a holiday more than those who do not. Okay, so what is Boxing Day? It is the day immediately following Christmas Day, December 25, if Christmas Day falls on a weekday, okay? So if Christmas Day falls on a weekday, Boxing Day would be the day immediately following. However, if it falls on a weekend, then Boxing Day will fall on the Monday immediately following that weekend. All right, so I've heard that, in terms of the history of the day, that it was started because masters and employers wanted to recognize servants or people who work by giving them a gift, a boxed gift, and allowing them the day off on the day after Christmas, because they were so busy on the day of serving and helping their masters that they wanted to give them a day the following day, which was Boxing Day. And so they got these gifts in boxes. There have been other things that have been said about what Boxing Day is. Well, it's definitely not the day where there is literal the sport of boxing going on. That's not what it is. I've also heard that Boxing Day is viewed as a day to recycle. So on Christmas Day, a lot of people get all these gifts. They open the gifts on Christmas Day, and then the following day they need to get rid of the boxes. Well, so be it. But for those of us, for instance, those in the Caribbean who acknowledge and who have a Boxing Day, for us, it is an additional day after Christmas, after the hectic schedule, after spending all that time, Christmas Eve, shopping, looking out for Santa, wrapping gifts, and so on, cooking, baking, and, after that, we get another day, the day following Christmas, to rest and recuperate. And I believe there is so much wisdom in having that extra day. I believe there's so much wisdom in having that day. I believe it's a great idea that the timing of it, that it falls so close to the end of the actual calendar year. Within about 5 days toward the end of the year, there's an opportunity and a chance to take an entire day doing nothing or mostly nothing except to really rest from our labor or toil, the challenges that were brought to us throughout the year, take the break, recuperate, and be ready physically, mentally, socially, emotionally for the new year. I would say this, that if you live in a place, in a country that does not celebrate Boxing Day, my suggestion would be that you take a day for yourself to recover. And likewise, maybe your country does celebrate it, but because you work with the essential services, or maybe you traveled, or for whatever reason, you really did not get a chance to rest, my suggestion would be take the time out to rest. This is so very important. Take it. Okay, so get some rest, make the time for it, and let me know in the comment box whether you're in your country, whether you celebrate or you acknowledge or you have a Boxing Day there, and also let me know whether you agree or disagree, or if you have something else that you think we need more than rest, or that you think you need more than rest as we close out the year. Let me know in the comment box below. All right, so please, as I said, I'd be grateful if you would like, subscribe, share, make your comments. This is Angela Eduse, your transitions GPS, your transitions life coach, saying all the best for the season, and you take it easy. Take care. See you soon.